'Cause do you think Morelli ever really comes and looks at my window at night? Jim says he does. This afternoon when we were over by their house.
Alrighty, right. Let me mute this. Give me a sec. That was Grant's song, by the way. Cheers, Grant. Right, how we all doing? Wrong one. Where is it? Why has it disappeared? Okay, right, whatever. Right, so we'll get another few minutes to get people in, but so this is the 6th pub quiz now, so tonight there's 50 points in total, 5 rounds with 10 questions in each, once again. So first round is TV and film, round 2 is name the year, so give us a set of things that happened in certain years, just basically name the year off it. Round 3 is a sports round, which is all pictures. Round 4 is music, and round 5 is general knowledge. So we'll get in a wee minute or two, get people in. If more people want to join, then we'll start it. Also writing my Germany talk, since the Bundesliga is back now. Watch the Leverkusen games at half time. Nice wee refreshing as well. Right, get another wee minute and we'll just start going. If anyone also comes in late or leaves at any point, you can just go back obviously and rewind it. Don't know how tonight's one. Some people thought last week's one was hard, some people thought it was not too bad actually, so I don't know how people fare for tonight's one. It was just your luck in a sense. Right, we'll just get into it then. So it's nearly 20 past, so we'll get into it right now. So we're going to round 1, which is TV and film. Question 1. Question 1. What was the name of the tower block where Del Boy and Rodney Trotter lived in Only Fools and Horses? Brilliant programme. Amy's shaking her head. Never seen it. Shocking, I would say. Shocking, never seen that. So question 1. What was the name of the tower block where Del Boy and Rodney Trotter lived in Only Fools and Horses? Thought I'd have a weekend, Leanne. Right, going to question 2. What is Postman Pat's surname? A bit of a difficult one actually. Don't know if people know this one or not actually. So question 2, what is Postman Pat's surname? So question 3 now. Question 3. In The Notebook, how many children do Noah and Ali have? Brilliant film as well. I've seen that a few times. I like a romance film. So question 3. In The Notebook, how many children do Noah and Ali have? Question 4. Question 4. Who played Mr. Bean? Or Mr. Bean. Probably one of my favourite programmes as a kid, I would say. Yeah, classic comedy. What are you shaking his head for? It's alright, you know, it's amazing. Right, question 5 now. Question 5. What is the name of the road that everyone lives on in Neighbours? So question 5. What is the name of the road that everyone lives on in Neighbours? Excuse me. Right, we actually. get our wee second here, then we'll go on to question 6. Right, let's go for it. So question 6. Which Ben and Matt co-wrote Good Will Hunting? So you're only getting the full point if you name both of them. So surnames of both. So you only get a point for both of them. Did you think this is hard? Guarantee quite a few people have got more than me so far. No, yeah. So question 6. Which Ben and Matt co-wrote Good Will Hunting? What'd you put for it? And yeah, I'll get a full point then. Got to question 7 now. Question 7. Who is the only Disney princess who was inspired by an actual person? So question 7. Who is the only Disney princess who was inspired by an actual person? Question 8. Question 8. So for what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director? So question 8. For which movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director? Got question 9 now. Which Alfred Hitchcock thriller is notorious for its shocking shower scene? So question 9. Which Alfred Hitchcock thriller is notorious for its shocking shower scene? Right, question 10, last of the round. Question 10. What flavour of Pop-Tarts does Buddy the Elf use in his... Sorry, I'll start again. What flavour of Pop-Tarts does Buddy the Elf use in his spaghetti in the film Elf? So question 10. What flavour of Pop-Tarts does Buddy the Elf use in his spaghetti in the film Elf? That one. Don't know. Right, we'll give maybe 20 seconds or so, then we'll move on to round 2, which is... I forgot. No, name the year. I'm not telling you, stop whispering, they'll probably hear you. Yeah. No, but lucky enough I'm letting you sit beside me, never mind whispering at the answers. There's a poll here. Poll Quizmaster. Right, go to round 2 now. So round 2, name the year. So give you statements or things that like kind of happened, and you just tell me basically what year it occurred in. So question number 1. Margaret Thatcher and Nelson Mandela both died. Which year was that? So question 1. Margaret Thatcher and Nelson Mandela both died. So which year was that? Question 2 now. Question 2. The year of the first dog in space. So the year the first dog went into space. Question 3 now. Question 3. The year the Titanic sank. I think this might have been in one of my other quizzes, not exactly this one, but I think the year came up at some point, so if you're an OG, you might know it. Right, question 4 now. Question 4. The year the Berlin Wall collapsed or was brought down. I always want to go to Berlin. Question 5. The year Martin Luther King was assassinated. So question 5. The year Martin Luther King was assassinated. Go to question 6 now. Question 6. The year that India gained independence from the United Kingdom. So question 6. The year that India gained independence from the United Kingdom. Question 7. The year that Barack Obama's presidency began. Why can I say it? Right, began basically. So the year that Barack Obama's presidency began. Right, question 8 now. Question 8. The year in which World War I began. So question 8. The year in which World War I began. Question 9. Question 9. The year of the first Women's World Cup. Football. I didn't know this one actually. So I actually googled it. Right, question 10 then. Last of the round. Question 10. The year in which Bohemian Rhapsody was released. She just rolled her eyes at that. I don't think she knows it, but she should. She said. So question 10, last of the round. The year of which Bohemian Rhapsody was released. Here's another 10-20 seconds here, then we'll move on to round number 3, which is sports, and it's a picture round. Right, round number 3 here, so sports picture round, so the pictures are just going to come up, and they're all going to be of sporting stars, so basically just name who the sporting star is, and you'll get a point for it basically. So sporting star number 1, who is that? So who is that? Number 1. I'll give you a wee bit more time on these ones. There's 2 per each slide I've got on this, so go through 2 of them and leave them up. So sporting star number 2, who's that? Leave these up for a wee bit, so then I'll go on it. Also, if anyone wants to see any of these pictures back after we go through the round, because we'll go over the answers to rounds 1, 2 and 3, just give me a shout and I'll go back onto it before we go over the answers, if you want to have a quick look. Right, we'll move on to Sporting Star number 3. So Sporting Star number 3. Who's that? What a player he was. What a player. Excuse me, dead gassy. Right, Sporting Star number 4. Who is that? Use that for a wee 20-30 seconds, then we'll move on to Sporting Star number 5. So we're on to Sporting Star number 5. Who is that? Right, Sporting Star number 6, and I'll leave these up for you a bit again. Who is that? Tried doing one from every different sport here. I'm trying to stick to the one thing here, just changed it all different sports, etc. That'll be 10-20 seconds and we'll move on to the next one. Again, if any of you want to see any photos again, I'll just comment on them, just put it in the comments and I'll go back to the certain photo that you want. Going on to Sporting Star number 7. Who is that? And Sporting Star number 8. Who is that? Sorry, I just get busy watching football there for the shot. There's Leverkusen. Right, so we'll go on to Sports Star number 9 now. Number 9. Who is that? No clue. I'll wait until I load up my phone. Just put it full screen now. Is that better? Question 9. Who is that? Right, and the last one of the round. Who is that Sports Star? Right, leave them up for another 20 seconds ago, so we'll go over the answers to rounds 1, 2 and 3. If any's, before we go over the answers, put in the comments now if you want to see any photos or questions back or anything like that, let me know before we go into the answers. We'll take every 2-3 minutes here. Comment, I'm going to the toilet, and if you want to see any back, just give me a shout and I will stick it back on. No, I don't think anyone's commented so far. Right, so we are another minute and we'll go over the answers quickly. How do you find the first few rings?
I think I've got all the pieces like one's actual work.
And what other ones?
That's secure. I know I've got the 2008 right definitely.
What ones are that?
Obama.
Are you sure?
That's 2008. What's that? Oh, tell me then. That's definitely 2008.
Are you sure?
Oh my god, he was elected in 2008 because they were like the president for 8 years.
So the year he actually became it. Began.
No,
Well, we'll go over the answers, right? So we'll go over the answers, right? So round one. So question one: what was the name of the tour boat where Del Boy and Rodney Trotter lived in Only Fools and Horses? It is Nelson Mandela House.
it was not as
Camden. Right. So question two. Sorry, I'm just arguing with her over a quick answer. You know.
How is it 2008?
So bring it, Camden. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
That's an absolute.
Right, so question two, what is Postman Pat's surname? It is Clifton. Don't know if anyone knew that, but I surprisingly did. Question three, in the notebook, how many children do Noah and Ali have? They have 3 children. Question four, who played Mr. Bean? It was, of course, the great Robin Atkinson. Question 5. What is the name of the road that everyone lives on in Neighbours? It is Ramsay Street. If you watch Neighbours, you should know that question. Question 6. Which Ben and Matt co-wrote Good Will Hunting? So you only get a point if you name 2 of them. It is Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. So you get a point for the 2 of them here. Question 7. Who is the only Disney princess who was inspired by an actual person? It was Pocahontas. Not sure who it actually was inspired by, but that's the only princess there is. Well, okay, whatever. I don't know if that Pocahontas actual person, is it? But I don't even know. Question 8. For what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director? It was Schindler's List. What a film that is. Question 9. Which Alfred Hitchcock thriller is notorious for its shocking shower scene? It is Psycho. And question 10, last of round 1. What flavour of Pop-Tarts does Buddy the Elf use in his spaghetti in the film Elf? It was chocolate. So it's controversial. Chocolate and spaghetti, I wonder if it would be nice. So round 2, name the year answers. So number 1, Margaret Thatcher and Nelson Mandela both died that year. It was 2013. Question number 2, the year of the first dog in space. It was 1957. Again, this round might be quite hard for people to pinpoint exact years, but something different than the same usual rounds. For question 3, the year the Titanic sank. It was 1912. Get that? Question 4, the year the Berlin Wall collapsed. It was 1989. The year Martin Luther King was assassinated. It was 1986. Right, question 6 now. Question 6. The year that India gained independence from the UK was 1947. So Amy had controversy with this one. So it was the year that Barack Obama's presidency began. So he got elected in 2008, but his presidency actually began in 2009. So it began in January. So he was elected 2008, but his presidency began in January 2009. It's not an absolute joke, it's the hard cold truth. If the question was the year that Barack Obama was elected as president. No, but I did, mate, but presidency began. Yeah. Question 8, year in which World War I began. It was 1914. 9, the year of the first Women's World Cup. It was 1991. I think it was in China. And question 10, the year of which Bohemian Rhapsody was released. It was released in 95. What did you put? 76? 78, very close. Moving on to round 3 now. Round 3, sports. So name the first one. Who was that? It was Max Verstappen, Formula 1 driver for Red Bull. Question 2, who named that person? It was Max Whitlock, gymnast for Team GB. Sports star number 3 is Papi Cisse, famous of Newcastle. Him and Demba Ba ran an absolute riot for the two of them in the Premier League. Sports star number 4, who is that? It is Steph Curry or Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors. They're the best basketball player. Him and LeBron James. Sports star number 5, who is that? Snooker player. It is Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's Ronnie O'Sullivan. Wait, I think I realised. Hold on, I put for the. Where was it? For Martin Luther King, I put 86. I put them the wrong way around. It was actually 1968 for that, so I've typed 86 instead of 68 for number 5. I just realised that. Put it the wrong way around. Put it the wrong way around for that one. Apologies. So it's 68 for the Martin Luther King one. Go forward. So that was Ronnie O'Sullivan. So the next person was Ian Poulter. It is a golfer, Ian Poulter. And the next sports star is a tennis player, Maria Sharapova. Why is that Ronnie O'Sullivan? I double checked this, and apparently that's Ronnie O'Sullivan, but no, it's Maria Sharapova. That's Maria Sharapova. Tennis player. Ronnie's looking good. He's got a good figure on him, hasn't he? So that's Maria Sharapova. And the next one after that, it is Alex Morgan, the United States soccer player. Did I say soccer? Football player. Soccer. Go on to the next one. That is boxer Manny Pacquiao. And going on to our last sports star, who is that? It is UFC fighter Conor McGregor. I don't like him. So leave that there. So mind the Martin Luther King 1968 instead of 86. That was my bad. I typed it in wrong. Not Barack Obama's 2009. Presidency began then. Sorry to say. So we'll get another 30 seconds or so, and we'll go to round 4, which is music, then round 5, which is a general knowledge. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Round 4, so question 1, round 4, music. Question 1, which Spice Girl released the album Schizophonic? So question 1, which Spice Girl released the album Schizophonic? I'm sure you'll give me that charger on you. That's it. I can't plug it in. There we go. So question 2, In music, what is the lowest male voice? So question 2, in music, what is the lowest male voice? Question 3, who sang Do You Think I'm Sexy? So question 3, who sang Do You Think I'm Sexy? That's a bit for that. I like that. Got a question 4 now. So question 4. Which city did Black Sabbath come from? I'm sure you have a good life. If it's not, do what I gotta know. So question 4. Which city did Black Sabbath come from? Question 5 now. Question 5. According to Frank Sinatra, how do love and marriage go together? So question 5. According to Frank Sinatra, how do love and marriage go together? Who just scored? Leverkusen 3-1. We're a better team than Werder Bremen or not. Who scored for them? Was it the full one? Havertz? No, it wasn't. Oh wait, let me see. Terrible defending. 3-1 to Leverkusen if anyone's not watching. Got a question 6 now. Question 6. Which US singer released a 2000 album entitled Music? So question 6. Which US singer released a 2000 album entitled Music? 5 seconds, let's go. Got question 7 now. Question 7. Hey Ya was a 2003 hit for which US duo? Hey Ya, hey Ya.
I don't need that. I don't even listen to music.
I did do. In case you don't know what that is. It's a tune. Hey Ya. Oh, go on, Brim. Oh, he's fluffed it, man. Poor. Question 8. What is the name of the last Beatles album to be recorded before the band split up? I'm busy trying to concentrate on the game now. I think they've scored. Should have finished it. So question 8. What is the name of the last Beatles album to be recorded before the band split up? Question 9. In the song, how many ships came sailing by on Christmas Day? I'm not singing it. I thought this song would be a good song to sing. No, that's a shame. So question 9. In the song, how many ships came sailing by on Christmas Day? Right, question 10, last of the music round. So which US singer did Lisa Marie Presley marry in May 1994? Question 10, which US singer did Lisa Marie Presley marry in May 1994? If your mum is there. Leanne, you've apparently get this and Amy's going to kill you. Her words and mine. Right, you know, with 30 seconds or so, we'll go on to round 5, which is general knowledge, and the last round of the quiz. What you getting for? Yeah, let's go. There, hold on. Whip in. Terrible. Right, go to round 5 now. So round 5, general knowledge. Go straight in it. Question 1. Where is the NASA Space Centre? Who's meant to know that? It's quite a common thing. Maybe not for you. So question 1, where is the NASA Space Centre? Question 2, which country is eating for Christmas dinner? You heard it right. So question 2, which country is eating for Christmas dinner? What do you mean? Go on to question 3 now. Which rays produce a suntan? So question 3, which rays produce a suntan? You need it, you're looking quite pale. Right, question 4 now. Question 4, what is a young zebra called? So question 4, what is a young zebra called? What happens now? Let's score again. Yeah, I love for you getting to watch a game and I'm not getting to watch it. This is wrong. Question 5. For how long is a normal British passport valid for? A normal British passport. So that would suggest yes. Question 5. For how long is a normal British passport valid for? No, an adult's one. You make it clear. It would be clear. So when you talk about a normal British passport, don't really automatically think, right, that's a child's passport we're talking about here, is it? No. Question 6. Which country was the first to give women the right to vote in 1893? Question 6. Which country was the first to give women the right to vote in 1893? Question 7 now. Who is the presenter of the UK quiz show Tipping Point? Question 7. Who is the presenter of UK quiz show Tipping Point? Question 8 now. Question 8. Which Queen of England was executed for treason? So question 8. Which Queen of England was executed for treason? Question 9 here. Question 9. Botany is the study of what? Botany. So botany is the study of what? Something habits. Not deflected. Right, question 10, the last of the quiz then. So question 10. How old do you have to be to stand for US President? I'll give you a few minutes to go back over the answers, and we'll go on to the answers together. Sorry, I'll give you another few minutes to that, then we'll go on to the answers to rounds 4 and 5, and that's the quiz. Right, we'll just go over the answers here. So answers to round 4. So round 4, music. So number 1, which Spice Girl released the album Schizophrenic? It was Jerry Halliwell. Question 2, in music, what is the lowest male voice? It is bass or bass, however you pronounced it. Bass, okay. Question 3, who sang Do You Think I'm Sexy? It was Rod Stewart. Question 4, which city did Black Sabbath come from? They came from Birmingham. Question 5, according to Frank Sinatra, how do love and marriage go together? They go together like horse and carriage. Question 6, which US singer released a 2000 album entitled Music? It was Madonna. Question 7, Hey Ya was a 2003 hit for which US duo? It was Outkast. Question 8, what is the name of the last Beatles album to be recorded before the band split up? It was Abbey Road. Question 9, in the song, how many ships came sailing by on Christmas Day? It was 3 ships. And question 10, last of the round, which US singer did Lisa Marie Presley marry in May 1994? It was Michael Jackson. Going to round 5, which is general knowledge. So the first question, where is the NASA Space Center? So there's 2 correct answers for this. The second one isn't in, but so Houston, Texas, and the other correct answer is Florida. So if you get either one of the 2, you get the point. Anything else, you don't. So Houston, Texas, Florida. Question 2, which country is eaten for Christmas dinner? We all eat turkey. I wouldn't say the literal country Turkey, but that's that. Question 3, which rays produce a suntan? It is ultraviolet rays. See that? Question 4, what is a young zebra called? A young zebra is called a colt. Question 5, for how long is a normal British passport valid for? It is valid for 10 years. Question 6, which country was the first to give women the right to vote in 1893? It was New Zealand. Question 7, who is the presenter of the UK quiz show Tipping Point? It was Ben Shepherd. Question 8. Which Queen of England was executed for treason? It was Anne Boleyn. Question 9. Botany is the study of what? Is the study of plants. And question 10, last of the quiz. How old do you have to be to stand for US President? You must be at least 35 years old. So that's the last question of the quiz. Add up your scores and let me know what you've got overall. Put it in there, so let me know what score you've got. I'll message me on Facebook or in the comments or anything. What did you get? Amy got 23 for this one. What? 2 seconds, I'll check my phone. My sister talking about baby zebra, but you can call it a colt as well. So if you have got foal, I know foal. So if you got foal, you'll get a point for that if you add that on. But it's called a colt or a foal. A foal. Aye, I hear yous. So colt or a foal, you get a point for that. I put colt, so that's what it would be. So you'll get that. So if you get a point for foal. Let's see what scores we've got here then. You got a 25. Got a 30. Got another 30 here as well. What do you? 24. Or a 32. What else we got? We got 36. We got a 34. We got another 24. We got a 22. Anything else? See anyone else messes in. 31 now. Aye, people really put adding full in. Aye, it was my bad. Got a 17. Right, we'll leave it at that for that. But a few mess ups with the answers here. I knew them in as well, so just that was kind of annoying. The Martin Luther King one, I just typed that in backwards round, and I should have added full in because I knew that, but I would always associate it as a quote. But we'll do that. So cheers for hopping in again, troops. I'll do another one again next Monday. But thanks for hopping in again, troops. I've been Andy McD and I've been your host once again. See you later.